utilizing Henny really, really well. Like you said, the rifling core here goes quite nicely. We do need to see those individuals show up. That's a big test.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Wiz in particular as well. He's a man who's been taking over game after game here for EG Black. And so as we head over towards Inferno, eyes on him and his AWP with the op duel against Henny. Let's go ahead and jump on into Inferno. The pistol round going live. Evil Geniuses starting off on that T side.
See what they can get going here. Stanislaw wielding the utility. EG.Walco helping out as well. Got to find that P250 there for Wiz, who's going to be oh so precise. You can almost guarantee it. But right now, 4 players stacking over towards middle.
Oh, it's great starting off for MIBR. Good damage. But almost gets traded back on tons of gushes downrange, and Walco's going to finish off the job he started. Brenton falls, smoke into CT. We're going to get a plant out of EG Black. And we even have George on the other side of them. They're going to put the ball back to A. Alrighty.
Sure, why not? You got a whole minute to work with here, but Wiz is kind of on an island. He's very cautious of going down in this sort of position. And now EG.Walco, left to his own devices here on B, has to land this timing perfectly, and he just will. Oh, that is brutal. Poor Jota turning the corner into an instant kill, and Henny, I don't know if he has the best of chances here, but he is running towards the right bomb site, so that's always promising.
Truly a ratty call there from Stanislaw and the guys to bring it back to the A side. Henny's on 16 HP. He's going to need something outlandish, and without a kit as well, this is even more difficult. So, I mean, hoping to collect some kill reward on the way out. He's getting flanked, though, by EG.Walco, and that will be the headshot landed. A pistol round up for EG Black.
The other one looked quite crisp right there. MIBR just trying to start things off, maybe building some confidence, but instead they just get sideswiped by the aggression coming through there. The counter force that EG have been able to put through. It's not often that you see those USPs just completely falter, but nicely done right there from EG.Walco. Early start for him, 3-0. A little extra element, but a lot of MAC-10s in play right now. I'm a little bit nervous about this sort of position. Exit. He's lining up those smokes to perfection right there. They're not slipping away.
Does he have 3 of them next to him as well? That's a hilarious. He's gonna keep B-side smoked forever. Trying to make himself
actually making it seem like there's so many people here on this B-bomb site.
Yeah, flashing towards top banana. Maybe that's what can lure EG in towards this mid stack. 4 players in a crossfire. They are going to need a good flash to accompany this, but 3 MAC-10s flying around a corner could be tough to handle. We'll see Jota on the boost. First kill goes his way. George out in the open. He runs out of ammo, and this crossfire does ring out. Can Stan turn it back? He'll grab the 1, turn it 2v3, but that is well worth it for MIBR.
Yeah, look where they have to head into exit with all of his smokes in tow, but he just rotated off. Oh, he just grabbed another bit of utility here. 1 more smoke. But now this opens up an avenue. This opens up a timing for Wiz and Stan to rush on in towards this B-bomb site. They might have just landed it here. Exit. He's going to throw the smoke a little bit too late. He's revealed his position. Now Wiz has an idea. Peeking out here. Yeah, that's an instant kill. Exit. He does get caught lacking. And it's just BRN and Henny. They can retrieve a couple of guns, but not going to be the prettiest of retake opportunities here if they even go for it.
Yeah, and I don't even think they will with no kits. I mean, they have some armor to save. You can also drop over a MAC-10 to a teammate, or 2 of them now that they've picked them all up. So, honestly, this next round will have some bite to it still with some of these saved weapons. It's going to be like a round 2 of a force buy. But, yeah, it's a really nice call there from EG just to crouch walk, keep it very quiet, walk up on the defense, and, yeah, Exit just had no idea what was around the corner. So, 2-0, Evil Geniuses, and this is the exact start that they wanted. They don't want this Inferno to get close like it has in the past. It's the T-side start that's going well for them, then that's trouble for MIBR.
Yeah, I'm honestly a little bit disappointed there because I really liked the game plan coming through from Exit. It was really smart. Like we had said, he makes himself feel like there's a good 2 or 3 players on that B-bomb site by throwing that retake utility, the smokes, making a lot of noise in the repositions. But unfortunately, there was no information. He conceded B once the EG, or rather MIBR roster started succeeding, actually. So a bit unfortunate right there, but still it's going to net them a little bit of teeth in this.
Oh, this is fun. we're all gunning it down middle. Stan's gonna get this kill up on towards Banana. That's cute and all. But the bomb is down on T steps, and Brennison has just been armed with an AK-47. He should get flanked by Stan here. It's just all over the place. Flashbang around. Brennison can't readjust in time. So it's still a 3v3. Like, MIBR keeping these rounds competitive.
Yeah, this is super explosive. Props to MIBR for actually having the confidence to go for this. They tried it on pistol. It did not work this well. More guns to be retrieved as well from Turtle, who sits his way in the underpass right now and looking to toss utility in towards B. They're going to try and maybe desperately hit this B bomb site like they did just in the last round. We'll see if Jota can put up a better defense than Exit did.
Yeah, this is really annoying to deal with. You're just shift walking up. Jota is in a very one-and-done position, but if they don't space out well, if they don't clear out the site properly, which they are not, Jota has an opportunity. Nope, never mind. Stan's gonna flick on over, but he does go down. Henny at the same time, though, is only good for the single tag, and yeah, it's gonna be the 3-0 start for EG, but you know what? These early rounds for MIBR, they've made it as costly as possible.
Not too bad right there. You'll definitely take the damage that you've just done. You didn't really have too much to go off in that purchase other than the saved rifles and a little bit of investment coming through from Henny, so not all that bad, all things considered there for MIBR, but immediately prioritizing that op there is EG. That's interesting to see. A lot of teams G-side opping, not necessarily the biggest of priorities, but round number 1 of the rifle rounds rather, and he's gonna wield the big green here.
Everyone using M4s here for MIBR to start off. You're seeing some A1Ss for the banana spam. Just yesterday. Switching things up. Oh, but it's not really changing the results. It's a quick 1-for-1. George just walking up the apartments, finding Jota. Lots of damage on these defenders as well, making them feel very uncomfortable.
Already creating a lot of rotations here from that B side. It's working out very, very well, but look at this pushing past these smokes here. They're going to crunch on in, and Rush has found further success. Yeah,
and Turtle's so low, he could go down to smoke spam, but Brennison coming in time. Has a couple backs turn, opens up the spray, but too low on health. Stan will trade. Turtle stuck inside a pit. That nade sails onto his face. And that's a 1v3 now for Exit, and he doesn't have a kit. Time is of the essence here. He has to make something happen or save, and I think he's just chosen the latter.
Yeah, I mean, this is obvious. You gotta just get out of dodge here. Unfortunately for Exit, there's just no opportunity in this round. What a brilliant take coming through. Obviously, George, this is why I think their Inferno has just improved tenfold right there. It's that lurking in apartments on those T sides that he does so incredibly well. Like, very few players can nail the timings that he is so comfortable with. And right there, first gun round, you immediately reap the rewards of this guy on your roster.
And so they will bound away from the bomb. Stanislaw surviving with a sliver of health. It would have been a royal crime if he died in alt middle.
Not fair, really.
It's happened so many times that it just shouldn't happen. But either way, 4-zip, Evil Geniuses, and MIBR, it's a half buy oncoming. This is the dream start for this Inferno T side.
Yesterday we saw MIBR get off to a little bit of a hot start here on Inferno versus Team 1. It looked like they had all their protocols battened down, a lot of banana control prioritized to claim that space early, and EG clearly not deterred by that. Starting this round off with a boost here is a bit interesting. They're trying to maybe get an off angle in towards CT spawn with that rifle, maybe to open up proceedings, but it does allow EG to claim a lot of space. Yeah, and the flash is going to do great work. Trying to deploy what utility they have to hold them off. But now they just return back to the A site after seeing so much presence. They could even consider running through that smoke, and I think they will. Turtle will deploy his utility. And Evil Geniuses are just going to take that mid-control forcefully. But it has drawn a 3-man rotate. I'm wondering if George has heard any of this.
might not matter. They are committed to this play. They're already up on towards the site. Stan's going to open up with the first, and, well, the rest just falls into place here for Evil Geniuses. Nice 4-man stack you got there. It don't matter to them.
Man, that's perfect trading right there. That's super impressive. I was starting to worry that that late rotate coming through from EG towards the A side was going to completely come costly, but even the 3-man crossfire that we so often see is a disaster to deal with on the T side works out wonderfully. Just a couple of quick trades there, granted up against pistols, but nonetheless, just no multi-killing coming through from MIBR.
So 5-0 up REG. And another buy for MIBR, but we'll see what the tactics have in store. It's a double push through the apartments in this round. They do want to take the fight. Are they going to go any further? Not just yet. But it's still a very committed fight considering they're leaving 0 people on the A site proper. They're going to walk. They're going to test this apartment setup. It's going to work well for Joda, but only for the one. The trade's there. And even Turtle, he's struggling to get away. That's the double kill in the apartment. And Stanislaw, I think he senses blood in the water. They're going to walk in for the site. It's a little hesitant here from Evil Geniuses. And a little too hesitant, maybe. What a flick! Unbelievable! He pulls the full 180 on him. And the quick scope. And the site is EG's.
There's no way he just hit that. That is so unbelievable. What is that? How do you even land that? Split seconds there. Simple move over.
This guy's been on a heater in these last 3 weeks. In the last 3 months, he has a 1.2 rating. That is his career highest. This man is on form.
I don't even know what you call that sort of reflex right there. That's so unreal. Beautiful stuff coming through from Wiz. I don't even know if that kill was necessary, though. That was kind of the icing on the cake to force a save. My god, though, Wiz. I want to see what that looked like from his perspective there on the bottom mid. I don't remember who it was. I was too in shock, but good lord.
Like he was just getting around the corner. He's like, oh, wait. Oh, I can actually hit this guy? Like, normally some people would just be, like, jumping around the corner just trying to escape it. Yeah. Wiz just says, I'm just going to take you out. And 6-0. MIBR did save a couple guns, so they'll have a buy again. But if EG get any more rounds on this half, this is just complete dominance.
Yeah, this is absolutely wild right now. Great stuff coming through. Again, excellent trades from Evil Geniuses. The apartment setup that should have really been able to work didn't get anything out of it. Exit taking so much damage and is still yet to activate here so far in this half.
Oh boy.
Might need some help there on Banana. Already complications arriving there, but again, trades starting to arrive.
There
and
it
Exit
is.
does 2. Finally in the server here for 2.
Oh, but Walco, no, if that was a different gun than the MP9, Walco's a dead man. Turtle converts it, though. Or rather, Walco converts it. 10 HP remaining. But did we just have a disconnect mid-round?
Oh,
no, never mind, never mind. It's just a little,
just on the graphic?
Yep. It's still a 3v3, if you look in the top right. And we're good.
All good.
Holding
See
position
everyone
here.
on the minimap. Oh, they're gonna walk right into this.
That's so lovely. That is so wonderful there from Wiz. Patient on the shot, and Evil Geniuses, they have 45 seconds to pull those puppet strings.
It's looking really good here, but they're gonna walk into the one player here, Hitty. He's got the output posted up. Stanislaw gonna donate his life to the cause right there. It's further complicating things. This utility sets in towards B. Jota. He does have somewhat of an easier task at hand. 2 players unknown of his position and 1 very low on HP.
Oh, Wiz is gonna hold the angle! The awareness on this man!
What?
He gets the kills gifted to him. It has to be a 1v2 retake for Henny.
Oh my god. That is incredible awareness. Now Henny, he's trying to find opportunities. He's got a full belt of utility, but he's got to get past Walco before you're ever going to see Wiz move a muscle.
And Henny's gonna hold. He's gonna be patient. I mean, at this rate, are we just looking for exit kills now? This is a very doable clutch here for Henny, and Walco, well, give him the fight, but that is just confirmation that he's saving. This is Evil Geniuses to 7. Right off the rip here on Inferno.
That's absolutely beautiful right there. Great round. Great patience here. I love that sort of call in the 3v3 coming through from EG. Just to hit the pause button. No one move a muscle. Let MIBR start to feel a little bit uncomfortable in their positions. And you can see just one little misplay there. One little overextension trying to claim banana control. I mean, imagine if there was no one banana for MIBR. And then they could stack over all their presence towards A. They would be nice and comfortable. But instead they walk into Wiz's op and he does not fall asleep at the wheel.
I mean, only 5 kills here for Wiz, but they have been impactful for sure. Now, fast banana control for Evil Geniuses. This time, they get punished. Bren is in on the spray to drop Stan early. And even more nade damage onto George. They're going to continue this banana retake. I think they want to. George's going to keep swinging back. This utility keeping him at bay for the moment. And Evil Geniuses will finally have to lick their wounds in a 4v5.
Sort of advantage has been so necessary, but it doesn't mean it's guaranteed by any means. Still a lot of sharp individuals that they have to deal with. Stan's been playing a great game, though. Flashbang towards Banana here. They don't net anything too crazy off of it.
Yeah, Henny holding. Hoping misses the shot. All right, they get closer. They approach that AWP. And remember, he only got 4 bullets left in that mag. Might not need to use all of them, though, because he's going to snipe down both or run down smoke. MIBR are going to pick their first. And a sort of prophetic scoreline, I swear.
Get it? There you go.
0 bullets in that thing.
Guess it is the World Cup right now, so.
They made the knockout stage, all right? That's all that matters. 2 players walking up towards lane. Crossfire being held between Mini and Mini Pit. This should be done and dusted. I could even hand over this double op setup to Ethan. He's going to go on the hunt. Wiz trying to look above rather than below. And that will be the first round here for MIBR. You really had to bring up World Cup scores? Like, come on.
Honestly, me saying that is funny because I don't know anything about good old soccer.
There's a... You're bold.
This is North American ECL.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you can... Any other broadcast? All right, I'd say you're a bit out of pocket for that one, but it is called soccer down here.
Fortunately, Evil Geniuses, the player right now, and MIBR the ball. They get kicked around all over the map. Or the pitch, I guess you could say here. But either way, pitching an HE, a couple of them, but down Banana. BRN actually going to avoid the worst end of that.
I would say being like kicked around like the USA's men's national team, but they're actually doing okay this year.
Yeah, doing all right. That's good to see. So are EG though right now. They are wielding banana control. I like what MIBR are going with. This is what's been working out really well for them. They're calling in 2 rotators here. This is pretty bold calls here. Walco peeking around the corner. Maybe they need 4 players because Walco's starting to do some damage. He spots out the Opper. Again, 2 more players have made the rotation in towards B. This is all off the back of Turtle maintaining a lot of this ground towards brackets. But they're going to start to double back here, and that's where Turtle's position becomes all the more necessary to succeed from here. Angles being checked. Middle from Rush. Oh, but they don't commit.
Yeah, if they went up towards the A site as a pack unit, there could have been a big chance. But they will execute B into the 2-man setup you talk about. And it's Henny at the back of the site. He's gonna be blinded 1 bit throughout this execute. And he snipes down the first. The run through the smoke from Jota is gonna find both kills. 2 rounds in a row here for MIBR.
All's good right there. Nice hold coming through. Obviously a bit of a risky stack coming through from MIBR to call that one over. But again, Turtle maintaining his presence there and not getting forced off any further is going to help out so much. So Turtle already having impact, despite maybe not even landing kills in that round. And Jota, nice little dive through the smoke off of Penny's contact right there. That's much more like it from MIBR. They need to be going for a whole lot more of those sort of bold calls right now because we've kind of seen them stagnate as of recent.
Little creep up towards middle here. It's already down to pistols for Evil Geniuses. We were talking earlier about how MIBR were keeping it close. It finally comes back to fruition. Now they're gonna need to run it back, like, seriously on this side, but this is a start. This gives you some belief in the squad, who's not had a great week here at ECL.
Yeah, it does kind of need to see some improvement on results here very, very soon. Again, in this one, it needs all the more when it comes to playoffs on the line. Exit, though. He's going to start to mow down 3.
That was a team kill.
That was a team kill, yeah. George maybe a little bit too sharp there onto his teammate, taking out Wiz. He does kind of need a nerf, as it seems, but so far so good for MIBR, though. Look to keep this one nice and flawless.
Do you see Stan just hanging out middle? Hoping for a bit of a peek. Could find it. It's a bit of an awkward angle. But the jiggle peek is there. The game's up here for Stan. And he has 30 seconds to go find an MIBR player and go ahead and get wrecked. I think that's going to be Turtle here, Cole. And that'll be 3 for MIBR.
Nice little round coming through. Great spray down. Starting to build some confidence on MIBR, but that was a full eco here, so the purchase is back up. No op in Wiz's hands. And in terms of impact, he has delivered quite nicely. Again, I feel like what we're getting out of EG, it's exactly like they were playing up against in 7 AM. It's just a full team effort when it comes to some of these impactful kills. George, he's been, when he hasn't been finding kills, he's been quickly traded. I mean, like you said coming into this series here, EG have been playing a hell of a tactical game right now.
They haven't needed the big individual play just yet. It's been patient play that's rewarded them throughout this T side, so we'll see if the strat book from EG, which is so potent, can keep helping them out. On the other hand, we've seen some good individual play from MIBR. A bit of a change from yesterday against 1. Some good multi-kills out of a couple of members, specifically Jota and Henny. Has been given opportunities. And it might end out here towards this. Yeah. Might end out towards this A site. They do have this mid patrol running. But all the util belts get expended here for MIBR.
Yeah, there's still 50 seconds left right now. There's 4 players though on this A side, and they actually look to crunch. They look to collapse. Walco's going to stick around here. Rush is taking heavy fire. Walco needs to turn, be prepared. He's not able to land the instant headshot there. BRN able to fire away. He's looking for help from Henny, who does support. And they're going to get out of dodge there with a quick double advantage.
Are they going to keep pressing this issue, though? They're looking like they want to, or at least they want to feign that presence. They want to keep them tied down. But with 15 seconds remaining on the clock, they are going to slink away back into those T's apartments, and we are going to get 4 rounds in a row here for MIBR. This is starting to become a comeback.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, doing a good job right there. Very scary setup. I feel like Walco, if he could have landed that kill, would have been opportunities for Evil Geniuses to collapse. But again, this is what I like from MIBR here. They're making some of these risky mid-round calls where you have to be bold, you have to be confident in yourself, and it's working out. I mean, again, 4 players just stacking over towards that A side very quickly. That's it's a scary call to make on a full gun round. It really relies on some of your individuals being confident in themselves right now. Exit has to be confident in his ability to anchor down that B bomb site if they're going to continue to make these risks, and he has somewhat delivered in some of those promises.
Kicking off round number 12. Evil Geniuses Key to stem the flow of this comeback here from MIBR. We're getting good, again, good individual play. Henny is looking on lock right now tonight. Aggressive evil geniuses have yet to find a solution to this. We're going to see the force buy back. Rush.
Oh,
Take into
wow.
consideration, that's a good peek there. Henny is feeling really confident right now.
That's scary. Taking down Wiz. Obviously, Wiz wasn't wielding the op, but just nailing that shot. And great expectation from Turtle. Again, George turning that corner, trying to get cheeky in apartments. But no luck for him. That's, again, a double man advantage as well. Things going so right, but Joda does overextend there. Gives it on back. And if you remember, Turtle's down very low.
Oh, and Brennison even spotted out on the rotation. They know a lot of information on this play. Turtle, though, holding that one way, holds down the spray, takes down Walco. Rush can't get out of the apartments. The rotation has completely arrived here as Henny will snipe down the last. And MIBR keeping this CT side on lock with 5 rounds in a row.
Nicely done right there. That's an excellent recovery. That was a little bit risky there from Jota. When he pushes apartments and they quickly collapse, any sort of mistakes being made with Turtle on such low margins, if Turtle wasn't so effective in that big pit position, EG could have just claimed the site, and MIBR have been doing a really good job of finding those early advantages and playing more passive game off the back of them, but it's a bit scary.
Yeah.
Luckily, they don't get punished.
He was an HE away from a round victory there. We're going to see a bit of a nade stack towards Banana this time around. They really don't want to handle Henny, but Henny, he's just coming around to donate some utility to the site. Evil Genius's gear back up for the A play, where Henny resides once again.
Yeah, they've established their foothold already in B with that extra utility, and now they've brought Henny back on in to help out with this A side. It's going to be a really good opportunity to get even more success.
All right, Henny. Another opportunity, but a missed shot. Not the second, though, and that's the bomb spilling forward into Moto. Multiple players running into the scene. Stan, though, making his way from apartments. Inferno making a lot of noise, and he'll drop. He'll fall. M4 given over, and Wiz with the P250 takes down Joda and will snag up that AWP. We have a 2v2 on the half buy.
Absolutely love that he prioritized that as well there. That's a risky move to hang around for a little too long, but now he has his weapon of choice and he's going proactive.
Oh, he's going fighting towards that mid-bracket position. Brennison, is he prepared? He's looking to swing that corner. Wiz could not connect the shot. It's down to Stan. 1v2 from the mini pit position, and he'll have the opportunity on the Brennison. He'll drop down, and now a 1v1. Trying to toy with his opponent. Molly goes in, but he's going to fight right through it. 7 HP for Stan and a 1v2. EG will guarantee themselves a halftime lead.
Oh man, what an absolute hero right there, Stan. Not only is he topping the charts, but with a 1v2 clutch as icing on the cake right there. Wiz was such a rare miss nowadays. He missed out on his opportunity to help his teammate out, but Stanislaw redeems that round for EG. That's brilliant. To your double up is a reply. As MIBR, they need rounds to close out this half because now they've just lost it.
Yusu Henny with his AWP in the apartments right now. Posting up towards middle and wanting to really put the pressure on towards that alt mid position. Same time towards top Banana. Oh,
Ouch.
those nades. That's a secondary op from Brennison that might not be around for much longer.
Gotta blow that one out ASAP here, but they're moving quickly. A double HE to force him off, and then the follow-up molly to secure Banana within seconds. They strike.
Turtle, though, swinging back middle, and George is looking the wrong way. Is there a trade from Rush? Turtle escapes. That's a big kill to find with a minute on the clock.
That's perfect timing right there. Really well done coming through from Turtle, trying to extend favor in MIBR's camp here, especially after the rough goings in Banana. But again, they've stacked a lot of presence here. It's the Henny Turtle duo right now. It's two that you really don't want to walk into. But that's exactly what EG are going to do. Joda close by in rotation. But they're scaling. They're starting to wrap in on this bomb site here, looking to collapse.
Joda's going to commit himself to the B site with 20 seconds remaining. It's a two-man A-hold. It's Henny inside of pit. Is there a flash to blind him? That could be Walco's life, but it's only a tag. Henny revealing his position now. He could get overwhelmed. Stan even dropping into the side over the smoke. He'll find Turtle, and the trades are there. Henny falls. The A site does as well. And MIBR, they're so far away from this play. Do you even go for it?
I don't think they will. They're calling it here in the 3v3. The post plant, they want nothing to do with it. We know how hard these A-side post plants can be. So instead of actually attempting this 3v3, they're going to call it a day. Give them 9 rounds here and give themselves one more chance at a good purchase. What an incredible round, though, from EG, identifying the weakness. Great trading. Again, Stan's finding some beautiful entries. Wiz with the rapid trade there on the op. That's exactly how you want those collapses to go, and EG just continue to manipulate this defense.
And MIBR's momentum seems to have been stopped. Looking for at least this 9-6, though. They still have enough cash in the reserves to keep cranking out double op setups. And they'll have one for the final round here. But it hasn't found success. Brennison has been caught out towards top banana in one of these rounds. Or at least been double naded down to 2 HP. Trying to find some extra impact here. On the round is Henny towards middle, but tagged up immediately, and Evil Geniuses will take that nicely.
Yeah, that's scary situations there.
Here's Brennison.
Peeking down, and that's a nice pick off. Wiz thinking he was safe, but not the case. Gets plucked out of the round here. Again, some of that you want to be activated late into the round to find those really impactful trades, but now he's watching from the sideline as the rest of his teammates try and pick up the pieces here. 3 on 4 on the A-bomb site right now, but there's a pretty decent crossfire.
Oh, they're trying to leap through the smoke. I think they messed up their lines right there, Cole, because 2 players drop in the apartments. And Turtle, I don't think he was blinded by the flash that came through from the mid players. This is looking to settle 9-6. Still in the favor of EG, but a certain comeback here from MIBR.
Definitely making it workable here, that's for sure. Stan and Walco, I don't know how much of a chance they have in this round, but at least they still have bomb in their hands and 40 seconds left to work with. But certainly making their presence known here in brackets, that's for sure.
It's a nice headshot, though. Wait a minute. This round is not done. This round is far from over, but that shot from Henny could just lock it in. He'll jump up top above Walco. Hold on. Is he going to try and make a moment happen here?
Oh,
all right.
my
He
God.
turns it to 3 kills, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a 9-6 half. Evil Geniuses are going to go ahead and at least still hold the lead, but MIBR with a very solid run, getting themselves up to 6 rounds, keeping it competitive.
Yeah, MIBR, they showed that they are, at least somewhat competent on this map on the CT side. Now, I want to see if 6 rounds is going to be enough into their T side here, which should be a whole lot more difficult up against EG, but we'll have to wait and see that after this halftime break.
Demons and ghosts, 'cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for. We both know we're not the same without rock bottom. ghosts. 'Cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for.
The match of the group going down in Group A of ECL Season 43. My name is Fi. I'm joined by Cole Extra McHenry as it's Evil Geniuses with the 3-round lead at the half on their map pick. Now, MIBR with a bit of a comeback, but they're going to need something more to change the tides of what their Inferno has been.
Yeah, they're going to need a really good T-side here. That is one thing for certain. And we'll see if they can deliver that. A little bit of jump spotting, a little bit of poking and prodding coming through from George in what is his home turf of apartments. He doesn't spot anything, though. No presence shown. Instead, Walco left with a tough task here towards B to fend off against the aggression. Look at this, though. EG, what a bold call to make here. They're going to get sideswiped here, potentially walking into the meat grinder. So many members ready to peek and fire downrange.
Yeah, lots of Glock shots to be fired, but no kills, at least for the EG camp. They're down a player, but still maintaining this pressure. Still staying silent and composed. Exit, however, getting the spot. Tosses the flash. It pops, but no kills materializing just yet. It's only Walco on this B site right now. There's a lot of commotion, but look where Jota is right now. He's flanking the mid play. They're starting to recognize that, though, until we have a duel in towards lane where Jota's going to find both kills. Unbelievable.
Well, that helps out, certainly. It looked like they were becoming aware of the presence there on A, and unfortunately, that presence on A is just enough to send Walco other ways here. As you can see, he's made his rotation as a sole B defender off. And MIBR, a very comfortable pistol. Jota, putting up his best effort here on the fight. How long can he live here? Not too long. Walco will take care of that business and saving the pistols. George actually saving a pistol and a kit. Or rather, armor and a kit, I should say.
I'm not sure he's going to hold on to that one here, Cole. Exit,
Yeah.
looking to lock this one in. Bit of a jiggle peek game. In the meantime, Brennison has made his way up and towards Graveyard. And Exit does win that fight eventually onto George. So pissed around the way of MIBR. This is a start they need to keep their Infernos so consistently close.
Yeah, that's a great start right there. Especially with the way that they play that patient. It's classic MIBR style, just default things out. No need to over-aggress in a pistol round like that. And you can see it actually created a massive gap there on the defense. Jota was able to exploit that perfectly. Brilliant, sneaky plays from him.
We do have a force back here from Evil Geniuses. 3-man B setup. Brennison trying to make himself look bigger than he actually is. Not trying to shame Brennison, of course. But flashback in towards Banana. And that control will be reestablished here by EG. In the meantime, though, MIBR knocking on that A site.
Yeah, taking a lot of space right now. And it's going to be a problem here if EG don't rotate back in time, which we just see them do, but even still, it is only going to be pistols that they have to work with. Rush setting up a flash to help out. That one comes a little bit premature on the execution. They've just claimed a little bit of that arch control, but there's two players that they have to worry about right now that can create some chaos, and MIBR are super committed in their position right now in brackets.
You're going to see George drop his smoke, and that will further reinstate EG here on the bracket side. But going to kill. Stan goes down. Walco swings out next. And inside the apartments, down goes Wiz. Just leaving Rush on the site, and he's gone. This 4-man stack just got picked apart. Falls apart like Jenga pieces. And that will be George in a 1v5.
That's a great take right there from MIBR. The clock is always their worst enemy, I feel like, on these T sides. But maybe if we're versus EG, it's going to help out a little bit, because we saw so many different cases right there of just slight overextensions that have proven to be costly. If they would have maybe just buckled down a little bit of a crossfire there on the bomb site, that's when we can start to talk about them actually doing damage in this round. But trying to take those isolated exchanges versus the pistols when MIBR are defaulting 5 players in one location, maybe that's not going to work out the best.
So the A site will go up in smoke.
Terrorists win.
So exit. Dude, I swear, the bomb has like the highest KD ratio on this map. It's unbelievable.
It really does. It's kind of surreal.
It's so unfair. Why did they do it? Just does not make sense.
The only thing I will say is I'm not hating on it too much just because I like it because it gives you more fights in certain occasions.
That's true.
And Inferno, with all the saving that takes place, it probably needs an extra fight or two.
Yeah, I made, not to plug my own Twitter, but I am plugging my own Twitter, but a piece of content that I made, I found a game between Vitality and Astralis. Let's hold a thought here. We'll have a bit of a spray down from Jota. But there was a game on Inferno. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, now George does not want me to go on tangents here.
Yeah, he wants you, no free Twitter clout for you, that's for sure. For good reason right now, as they are absolutely getting smoked. George has created so much discomfort right now, and they could just walk into B. It would be the best case scenario. I feel like Stanislaw, there's only so much that you can do with a P250, or rather a USP. There's Wiz joining up.
Is a crowd enough on this B site? The standard smokes will go in. Flashes as well to back it up. And just a slow walk in towards the site. These smokes will start to fade. It will give Wiz an opportunity. They're going to run past him. He'll find a timing. He'll find a dink. He'll stop the plant and give time for George to start that rotation. 30 seconds. Low HP on Turtle, but it's Exit who could do the most work here. He's pushing in through the church. And just simply not aware, but he gets away with a dink. This is possible now for George.
Little 1-on-2 here on an eco round on your debut in ECL. That would be a brilliant start and a great way to kick off the CT side success, but the bomb still has to go down here, and they might just give him an inch into this round. But no mistakes being afforded right now to him at the moment. They're holding their own.
George recognizing it's planted at the back of the site. Both players ultra low. And one down, waiting for the next. It's a 1v2 and a 4K for George. Clutching up for EG, and that's going to be a heartbreaker round for MIBR.
That's not something that you can get away with twice in a series right there, but oh my god, George. The way he isolates and instantly anticipates that second fight right there. That is so smart. That's exactly why they called him up here into the EG camp and already delivering here in ECL for them.
And the thing is, I love that positioning from George. He just takes his time. He isolates the fact they can't be in towards Banana. He knows they're in towards the site, and when one player peeks that from dark, the next is just inferred. MIBR now are down to their knees in terms of finances. Lose this round, and it's evil geniuses who are in the driver's seat to close out their map pick.
Not a position that you want to be in, man. You really could have utilized that round. You could have tied up the scoreline here. You could have built up some bank. That should have been around every day of the week, but it's fallen at the wayside here, so MIBR needing to mentally bounce back. And they will do so quickly with the brackets exchange here. No one's checking the complications.
No!
But not a single kill comes from Stan.
Oh, no. That is a bit of a tragic affair for Stan. I mean, he dealt plenty of damage, so these players could be easy to clean up. But that actually needs to happen, and I think MIBR, they're just going to ice him out for a bit. This might be the best possible play when you have that man advantage.
And it worked out well for them the last time they were in this position. They had the man advantage in EG. They did reaggress. They did give it on back. But either way, it looks like they're inching their way back in towards this B site. And it's vulnerable. George is the only man standing right now. He is sharp. We've already seen that. But
oh, yeah.
Now he has support as well. He has a Molly extra. And in fact, even Rush joining up here. Wiz has full control of brackets, so they're going to bring in 3 men. This is going to be incredibly difficult. There's a smoke recycled, and again, that molly's still in play. Oh, no.
It's going to get extinguished, though. That's an issue. But this is the trademark position from George. Let's be honest here, Cole. This is where he does his best work. He's done it on Nouns. Can he do it here? No! He's shut down instantly by Brennison and kills through the smoke. Walco pushes through. This 3-man stack gets unhinged in a moment. And they're so darn low, Cole, but Wiz just can't attempt it.
What a lifeline right there. That is pure chaos. And that small error, if they had that extra molly, I feel like there's just no chance MIBR have time to win that round. There's no way. They could have assembled a boost. There's so many things that could have gone right, but that molly right there, I didn't allow it. It's that small detail that brings that B bomb site to its knees. Brilliant. From MIBR, they've nailed the timing.
I mean, Wiz will hold on to his op, and, well, Turtle. Okay, please tell me he survived at that range.
Not enough.
Huge round there for MIBR, though. George has enough to buy his teammates, like, 2 rifles, though. So, a chance, but I think he's just going to buy one for himself. Nope, we are buying down here for Evil Geniuses. It is the commit.
Oof. I mean, yeah, I guess if George has this sort of money, you can really trust in Walco right now. He's having a whole lot of impact, and Wiz still wielding that AWP. You can expect him to do some damage. Certainly need it. And MIBR keeping their trends here. Again, this banana control is always a high priority for them in both their utility and the way that they just spam through smoke to try and find those opening advantages as much as possible in banana, just claiming that space like very few teams are able to do.
MIBR taking the slow approach. Still with 4 smokes in their back pocket, so still plenty of options available for them later on into this round. For now, we see this little all-mid play. With Jota trying to take mid control. That was unnecessary.
Messed up. To reroute in towards the B bomb site, though. There's still 2 smokes. They've yet to even throw a smoke here on B. That's pretty impressive. But instead, the end goal in towards the A side here, I think they were boosting over towards second, or rather arches. They are going to walk into this crossfire. First kill comes through from Stan. He does recover from rounds prior in that position.
Yeah, they're going to put in this little arch side execute. And now MIBR with 20 seconds remaining. They're going to run down this clock again. It seems pretty trademark for this team.
15.
And you have Rush inside of the graveyard right now, who has yet to even be spotted. Him will strike, so will Stan. Rushed with the double kill, and Henny down on the site is finished. It's Evil Geniuses Black who put up an immense A-site hold.
I never understand how MIBR are this patient. They were in brackets for so very long. They just never, ever strike, though. And obviously, the trades didn't work out well for them, but there wasn't enough time to even trade, so it wouldn't have mattered. It's absolutely wild. And that's going to force him onto an eco right here. As you can see, the money is in a very, very rough situation at the moment. Run boost coming through from Wiz. He'll try and take some early aggression. Trying to get farmed up here. I guess trying to farm up is the more accurate term.
All right, we're going to see a bit of a mid-sprint here from MIBR. Molly deployed. It's a great one. It's going to stop them from pushing forward completely. And so, MIBR toying with this map control. And see if they can catch Evil Geniuses off guard.
This could be promising, though. If MIBR do play this round patient, it looks like they're getting a bit antsy towards Banana. They don't have the best of buys to do damage with, but now that they start this quick arch maneuver, Stan is in such a brilliant off angle, and he's just going to mow 3 down. He was so ready for that play.
And while Jota does scoop up the AK, There isn't much more to talk about here. Even Wiz pushing up to the porch. Bye-bye. Choda's gone. Bomb dropped. Exit 1B4. And just a Tech 9 in the apartments. I think his position can mostly be inferred here by EG. And with nothing to save, he will try. He will certainly try, but I think he's about to make himself target practice. Leaps on out. It'll be a rush to clean up the kill. 12-9 here, Evil Geniuses and MIBR. Their money has yet to recover. They have a shoddy buy coming up.
Yeah, it's not going to be that pretty here, especially with how well Henny's been playing with the AWP, right? You want him on that as much as possible, but that's just not afforded to you right now. That was kind of a half purchase that really didn't give them too much to write home about. EG still somewhat distanced from establishing a good CT side economy, so if MIBR can start to rack up these rounds, it'll quickly become costly, but they're looking to deny that opportunity here. Just jump up in towards apartments, and look at this. Rush has himself a field day, a little bit of a farming frenzy, down to 1 HP turtle, but at least he trades. Not completely empty-handed.
That's such a sick util set.
Yeah.
That was a nade molly combo onto the balcony when 2 players are jumping up. That is rich. Oh, but Stan,
What?
that was a bit overambitious.
Yeah, no anticipation right there of anyone on stairs. I'm surprised. I'm sure you're surprised. Either way, Wiz is going to be in for some scary surprises here on the A side of things. And ooh, Evil Geniuses looking like they're taking a page out of MIBR's book. Man disadvantage, just stack a bomb site. If things go wrong, you can call on the save. But right now, it looks like they're actually calling it outright. Deep CT smoke, or rather CT smoke thrown in from Henny. Whether that's towards the top of Banana.
I think I might have missed.
Yeah.
And as they walk in apartments, the massive crossfire. Walco with the first. Wiz inside a pit. And oh, this has gone horribly wrong for MIBR. They've walked into the 3-man stack. It's a head-on-hands moment, and it has to be Henny. In the 1v2, he's creeped up lane. He might be in the blind spot of Wiz here. Talking former teammates. But with 10 seconds on the clock and revealing his position, he needs to get both kills and quick. And now he has the opportunity, jumping around the site. Pistols out here for Wiz. Low HP, and he's gonna get the job done. Henny came so close to finding both of them, but it's 13 for EG.
Ah, it's just so tragic right there for Henny as well. He fought tooth and nail for that round, trying to dive in with that leg shot from Wiz when he was jumping up. Very solid stuff. He's not doing too much missing right now. He's become very consistent, and especially when the clutches come through, you know he's going to be good to close out rounds like that. Even if your teammate goes down, he's got your back, no question here. But he's going for some early aggression towards the middle. Just an HE toss downrange. Still a little bit of chip damage onto exit. Some nice value out of that one, and ooh, nice chip damage onto BRN as well.
Walker's going to creep forward though. Flash, not good enough. Brennison will fall. And I mean, this kind of round, MIBR would love to win. But with how passive EG are playing, it's going to take some incredible individual skill to make this round happen. And considering they have no utility, they will have to open up this site with bullets. And that does seem like a far cry here, Cole.
Nothing but guns blazing here, and you have to out firepower George, although that's some nice damage right there. A little bit of a freebie as they toss a couple bullets through the smoke. They're looking to collapse, and Walco has his back, but now that these players are somewhat low, things could really start to get complicated here.
Yeah, with nades in hand, it got a bit dicey. That is past tense. Now the USB is out. He will go down to exit. There is no way this is happening. I mean, overall, this game is a lot different from MIBR's even past results. It's a different team that they're playing up against from just this past Cash Cup. Evil Geniuses are looking to take their map dominantly. Last time it was 16-14. It was a nail biter for this team to close down. This time around, they are in cruise control.
Yeah, this is looking very strong right now coming through from Evil Geniuses. Like you said, You know, last time we saw this head-to-head MIBR, they put up a hell of a fight. This T side, though, I mean, after that round from George, what if they only found one more round extra than that point on? Evil Geniuses have not looked back here at all. Have locked down, have gotten early utility damage, have taken great map control, have allowed some of their stars to shine here. And Walco, aggression down Banana, catching some more HEs there. Little one lands down range, but Turtle, he does find the kill. Nicely done.
I don't know. I thought that nade was right on top of him and would have taken him out, but he only took about 20 damage from it. Either way, it turns out to be a 1-for-1 at the end of the day, and they're looking to re-aggress. That nade is going to touch down. Tons of damage as they round the corner. Stan is looking to open up more HGs for MIBR. They just keep getting presents, and Christmas is 22 days away.
Get them out of here there, they say. Bringing all the rotations in towards Banana just to toss in those brilliant HGs. You know, as soon as those are thrown, as soon as they leave their hands, it's going to do so much damage and extends their advantage. Evil Genius is looking brilliant right now. 2 on 4. And there's still so much presence that they have to crack through with only 35 seconds left. A smoke's just been thrown towards Banana.
I mean, that's just a save call, if anything, for MIBR. But, you know, you're 14-0 down. I mean, yeah, they're actually just trying to escape it in T-spawn now. That's what they're using. They're executing T-spawn, folks. And they have to back away. I mean, it is the right call at the end of the day here, Cole. But it's a sad one to make. You're down 15-9. Your money's no good. And Evil Geniuses are looking like a different team right now.
Slotting in very nicely as George has had some serious impact so far with his clutches, with what he's been able to do, man. It's really scary for MIBR. Again, like we said, this series is super important for them. EG, I feel like, are starting to really build some confidence here as they head into playoffs. They've taken on some big wins so far. And they haven't locked it in, obviously, but these are one of the rosters that we would anticipate them making into playoffs. MIBR the same case, but with their last couple of strings of losses here, if they make it 3 in a row tonight, things are going to be a little bit scary about their chances of even making it to that position.
Turtle. Oh, missed shot. Okay, whoa. Okay, I thought Turtle was a dead man walking up middle. And it turns out he is, but this is at the hands of Stan, the transfer onto Brennison. Still 2 players here on this A site. And with Rush dealing some good damage. HG striking true. And same goes for Rush, but 7 HP on Henny is not a comfortable position. MIBR still want to fight in this game, and they are given a chance.
Got a little life left in him right now, it seems, but that could have been quickly shut down by Stan here. That's an equalization double kill coming through from him. Wiz with a couple of rare misses here, but he's got caught in transition a couple of times. And again, man, EG, are they seriously going to make this call once more? George playing a very passive game towards Banana, but it's the right read. He does commit back in towards that B bomb site. 40 seconds left, and there's a double up on Arches. That's who they have to get past first things first. They go back towards B. 30 seconds left.
Did they hear those mollies being dropped? Is that going to lure them back? But I think these footsteps at the same time were heard by Rush. He's going to take a peek down middle, and now the information is there for Evil Genius. And there's a flank developing. A flank developing. If they're taking too much time, yeah, Rush knows everything. So does George. 15 seconds on the clock here, Cole. George might just need to stop the plant. Henny so low, the first adversary's easy. And now they have to plant, but they're getting flanked from Banana. They're going to lose it to time. They're going to lose it to George. 16-9 at the end of the day here, Cole. It's much more textbook here from EG. It took them a week of practice to get to this point, but they're already looking strong.
Yeah, that's a very, very good result to kick us off with right there. And they're just exploiting the weaknesses every last round, it seems, from MIBR. You know what this team likes to do. They like to run the clock. You can hold on to their utility until the ends of the rounds. That's why we're seeing so many different occasions where they had full utility belts, multiple